Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to that Lower East Side of Manhattan. We're kind of looking at Spring Street here. You've probably been there if you've been in town. Astor Place, home of Wegmans and many other things in the village. Also a nice stop. Then there's Delancey Street, end of the Brooklyn Bridge, lots of mosaics and art and a lot of subways you can catch. And then, of course, there's West 4th Street right there at Washington Park. But in the middle is Broadway and Lafayette Station. So what's this about? Join me, Terry Dixon, for an adventure for anyone as I show you around this little or not so little station. Now down here's Broadway and Lafayette. It's in a lot of artsy neighborhoods. The easiest way to get down there is take the 6 to Bleeker Street. And here's kind of the outlay. What you can't see is all the orange ones down there. You can see the green ones. But when you see this artwork, these mosaics, those metal things around the poles, you know you're at Broadway and Lafayette. This is a great old station. The whole thing has been around since the early days. It started down in that neighborhood in 1904. By 1936, Broadway and Lafayette was there. Each of these subway platforms has 4 tracks coming through them. The orange ones have 2 side platforms with their 4 tracks, and the green ones, which are technically on Bleeker Street, which is why the station sprawls all over the place, are island platforms. Now, the funny thing that I found, seriously, was that is completely backwards. I found out that those orange ones are on the center platform and that a yellow queue comes through there sometimes as well. So I think I'm lacking some information. But this is just how it goes, and sometimes you just have to learn the subway to use the subway. So in this one, you have got the BDFM, the 6 and the 4 coming through, whether it's the Bleeker Street entrance or the Broadway and Lafayette section. But also in that Broadway and Lafayette section, you might see a yellow queue coming through. Not sure what its schedule is, but it's on the list up there. So it does come through from time to time. Now this is a multi-level station. It is accessible. You've got elevators, you've got escalators, you've got this giant space in between, which kind of reminds me of 4th Street over by Washington Square. Just a lot of space through there. And you can catch a lot of subways here. What this is this is not so much that this station is particularly important. You can transfer subways in a lot more convenient places, honestly, and a lot better places. But what you have here is, like I said, you're between Spring Street and Astor Place on the Green Line. You are between 4th Street and Delancey Street on the Orange Line and whatever the queue's doing through there. But what you are at here is not a confluence of subways, but it's a confluence of neighborhoods. This is like the confluence of NoHo, SoHo, and Greenwich Village. There's so much going on in these 3 neighborhoods, and this is where they come together. So this is a great destination. And if you need to switch from one orange to another, or you need to catch a queue at a certain time, or you need to switch from green to orange, or whatever you need to do, you can do that there. But what you can also do is get out of that station and see some of these fabulous neighborhoods, which in the next few months I'm going to be visiting, and I'm going to be showing you a little bit more about them. But SoHo, NoHo, and Greenwich Village, they're all artsy. You're going to have street art galleries. You're going to have those theaters that have like foreign films and classic films in them, and they're not like a Cineplex. They're like an old style theater. You're going to have foodie neighborhoods. You've got Washington Park. You've got McSorley's Pub over Astor Place. There's college going on around here. NYU is around here, so just a lot to do. So this is why I'm showing you Broadway and Lafayette. Not so much because of what you can do, but where it is. So here it is. It's down here at the confluence of those three neighborhoods, also not far from Katz's Deli and the Lenin statue on Houston Street. You can take a green one down there from Grand Central. It's really easy. And you will just find yourself landing in a really great list of neighborhoods. So I just wanted to show you Broadway and Lafayette. It's got some artwork, and like I said, if you don't see those things around the poles at the bottom, the steel artwork, you know you're not in Broadway and Lafayette because that's where it is. So it's simple to get to from that train station, and you're really going to enjoy the neighborhood that station is sitting in. So thank you for joining me today, and I'll catch you the next time we're talking about subways.